stupid or something? Are you stupid or something?
I'm as stupid as a stupid does.
Are you crazy? Or just plain stupid?
Stupid as stupid does, Mrs. Blue.
I guess.
Are you stupid or something?
Stupid as stupid
Fucking
does.
stupid? Huh? You fucking stupid? Huh? You fucking stupid? Huh?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 14. For Yahawah, Bahashim YAHAWASHI, will not cast off his people, neither will he forsake his inheritance. Kol Holayim La, Abanawa Yahawah, Bahashim YAHAWASHI, Bahashim Rakak Radash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Psalms chapter 94, verse 14. For Yahawah, Bahashim YAHAWASHI, will not cast off his people, neither will he forsake his inheritance. Because you have a lot of bug outs, professing and speaking vile, corruptible words about the gospel, saying that the heathen can have an inheritance, can have salvation, can have can partake in our rulership and our promises, and amongst other things too. Okay, when everything is promised, ordained, and destined for Israel to be given at the end of this captivity, man. Okay, because you have this bug out right here for the Boston Bean bug outs. He left a comment on the beloved brother Amawan Abad's channel. The brother sent it to me. So you know what the Mafia eyes gotta do. We gotta get busy. We gotta let YAHAWASHI speak through us, man. Okay, to correct this nonsense. This is light work. This is easy work, man. And also, too, we must be balanced in this matter. This also shows us that we must be humble, sincere, fearful towards YAHAWASHI, because it's a scary sight to see brothers once have the oil and that oil be taken away from them, man. So this also keeps us, it keeps us and gives us a reminder, how to be more humble, how to be more sincere, and again, how to be more thankful, and especially more and greatly abundantly, greatly abundantly fearful towards the Lord, man. But the Jake said this: laugh my ass off. The Lord ain't dealing with no bloodline. Okay, which that's false, and we'll prove that. Paul is hurt because most of Israel got cut off. Okay, we know most of Israel will be put to death in this captivity. 2/3 will, perish, but they will be brought back into the kingdom. Okay, you don't even know what you're reading in Romans 9. He was going on to tell you in Romans 9:6, verse 7 and 8, it don't matter if you're an Israelite or of the seed of Abraham, the Lord always shifted people from people. Okay, so obviously he doesn't understand Romans chapter 9, verses 6, 7, and 8, and we'll speak that through the scriptures. We'll bring the verification, the clarification through the scriptures, okay? Because this is light work. It's a prime example of a Jake having that oil taken from him. And again, man, this is just to show forth the edification and get to understand, because Salakia, I also had a wicked ass nigga woman, that I posted on the comment as a post not too long ago that said the same thing about this matter. So it's a perfect time to go into it. Okay, so again, Psalms 94 verse 14. For the Lord, Yahawah, Bahashim YAHAWASHI, will not cast off his people, neither will he forsake his inheritance. Okay, now he said that the Lord is not dealing with a bloodline. So I'm gonna go to Google, and I put in Google, is a bloodline a family? Okay, I put in Google, is a bloodline a family? It says your bloodline is your heritage or ancestry. Okay, your bloodline is your heritage or ancestry. In other words, your bloodline includes your parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, and so on. So yes, the Lord is dealing with a particular family, okay, from a particular bloodline, okay? And I also went to the Merriam-Webster, okay, and looked up bloodline.
Bloodline.
A sequence of direct ancestors, especially in pedigree, also family strain. Do you hear that? A sequence of direct ancestors, especially in a pedigree, family strain. Okay? So, again, this is a prime example of the Lord taking the spirit, the oil away from this Jake right here to make this comment. So let's go into the scriptures. Let's let the Bible speak. Let's let the Bible talk. And let's see if YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI is dealing with a certain bloodline of family, as we just read. Okay, because, you know, this is easy, man. You know, Jake, man, this is scary, man, to see the Lord just take the spirit away from a man that's been in the truth for years, man. Okay, it makes us more humble, more fearful, more thankful. This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, starting off at verse 1. Hear this word that Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashi, have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. So the Lord is making it very clear that the Israelites are the only family that he's concerned about, the only family as his children, the only family that he really punishes quickly and swiftly. Because we see the other nations, which are heathens, Goyim, they're prospering in wealth. Okay, they're have a comfortable life. They have everything that their heart desires, man. Okay, especially the Edomites, man, because this is the Edomites' rulership right now. Okay, but the Lord is making it clear that the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, are the only family that he created on the earth that he's dealing with directly. Okay, that he's given the law, statutes, commandments, the promises, the covenant, etc. to. Okay, so let's continue on, man, because there's no need to be long-winded about these precepts. They're just directly and straight to the point. They're oldies but goodies, and they're still and shall be valuable in this truth. So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 147, starting off at verse 19. He sheweth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. Do you hear that? And also too, Salaki, you got the nerve to be and say that you're a friend of Yahawashi when you're going against what Yahawashi taught and spoke about. Hey, man, look, man, that's madness, man. You literally made the name of your channel friend of Yahawashi, and you're literally making yourself an enemy of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi, Yahweh Yahawashi, man. That's scary, man. Psalms 147, verse 19 from the top. He sheweth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Who has not known them? The Edomites, the Ishmaelites, the Elamites, the Hamites, okay, etc. Moabites, Ammonites, okay? None of these other nations know the laws, the statutes, the commandments, the judgments, the ordinances, okay? Again, the ordinances of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi. Only Israel, okay? It went from Abraham to Isaac to Jacob, which Jacob's name was changed to Israel, to his children, which are the Israelites. Again, this is light work, man. Nobody else has known these judgments but us, man. And let's continue to prove that point. Let's jump to the book of 2nd Esdras, because again, there's no need to be long-winded on this lesson to go above and beyond to explain. It's simple, straight and direct and to the point, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to get straight and direct to the point because I got a lot of precepts. So this is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, and I'm going to start off at verse 30, and then we're going to end off at verse 31. And thou speakest, saying, hear me, O Israel. Okay, and this is the Lord saying this. And thou speakest, saying, hear me, O Israel. So why is it saying, hear me, O Edomites? Hear me, O Hamites. Hear me, O Ishmaelites. Okay, again, for you remedial cats that believe this nonsense. And Salakia, we had a because I believe I'll air this on Sunday, but on Friday on the beloved elder Yashawamba's live stream, we had a Jake come on there, and I believe he was an Old Testament only Yahweh only Israelite because of the precepts that he posted. And I looked at him and I was like, yeah, this dude is worshiping only Yahweh. And as a matter of fact, Salaki, I believe I saved, I believed I saved one of the dude's videos, and I'm gonna rebuke his ass pretty soon. So watch out for that. I don't want Ratazah, Lord willing. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 30. And thou speakest, saying, hear me, O Israel, and mark my words. So, friend of Yahawashi, mark these words, man. Okay? And mark my words, thou seed of Jacob. Now, it doesn't say thou seed of all nations, thou seed of the Edomites, thou seed of Hamites, thou seed of Moab. No, thou seed of Jacob. For behold, I will sow my laws in you. Okay, so the Lord is engraving, okay, and implanting the laws, the statutes, the commandments, the ordinances of his will into one nation, the Israelites. For behold, I will sow my law in you, and it shall bring forth fruit in you. That's plural. That's possessive. That's a possession. And ye shall be honored in it. Listen, friend of Yahawashi, and ye shall be honored in it forever. So how is all the other nations going to be grafted into something that was never given to them, that was never predestined or ordained for them to have? Again, light work. Let's keep on moving. Let's jump to the book of Baruch real quick, Salakia. Almost forgot that precept. Let's grab it now. Because like I said, I got a lot of precepts. I got to make sure I grab every single one of them. And the part we're dealing with right now, Salakia, because I just realized I didn't say it, but I'm going to say it right now. The part we're dealing with right now is this part. Laugh my ass off. The Lord ain't dealing with no bloodline. That's the part that we're dealing with right now. Okay? So this is the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 36. He have found out all the way of knowledge. He have found out all the way of knowledge and have given it unto Jacob, his servant, and to Israel, his beloved. Okay. He have found out all the way of knowledge and have given it unto Jacob, his servant, and to Israel, his beloved. And to verify that point, I'm not going to read it, but I'm going to quote it. I'm going to go to it so you can know which chapter it is and which book, chapter, verse to explain that. And that you can go to Sirach chapter 24. You can start off at verse 1 and you can read off to verse 12. Okay, Sirach 24, verse 1 to 12. All right. And that talks about that knowledge, that wisdom, that understanding. All right. But Baruch chapter 3, verse 36, again, he have found out all the way of knowledge and have given it unto Jacob, his servant, and to Israel, his beloved, man. So where are the other nations included in this matter, man? Because it says thoroughly and precisely and correctly that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahawashi is dealing with a bloodline, a family, a certain strain, a certain pedigree, man. Come on, man. So let's jump to the book of Sirach. And let's go here real quick, Salakia. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 17. I'm going to start off at verse 17. For in the division, hold up. I thought the Lord was dealing with all nations. I thought the Lord was, going to save heathen too. Why is the Lord dividing the nations? Why is this referring back to Deuteronomy chapter 32? It makes sense to me. Friend of Yahawashi, we know and see that you lost the oil and you're bugged out. So anything that you try to make a rebuttal against this is just complete madness. All right. A lot of you niggas are going to die, man. Okay, as it says in the scriptures, those that know this truth should be as those that did not know it. Because you're gonna have a lot of stripes on your ass, man. The Lord gonna give you a hell of a butt whooping. And the damn sure ain't gonna be no leather belt, okay? And the phone had to chime in on that. Sirach 17, starting off at verse 17 again. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people. Okay, so the Lord set a ruler over every people, every heathen nation, to have a king, a leader, okay, an advisor, however you want to state it. Okay, but Israel, Yasharallah, is Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashi's portion. Hold up. The Lord is boldly and bluntly, okay, made it known that his portion, his beloved, his children, his inheritance, the people that's going to benefit from him is Israel. Verse 18, whom being his firstborn. Do you hear that? Whom being his firstborn. Now, where did this is going back to the Torah. This is going back to the Torah, so let's grab that real quick. Okay? See, we know what the hell we talking about over here because we study, we meditate upon these precepts. We take this very seriously. We don't take this lightly, man. Okay? We don't want to offend the Lord, and we damn sure know this Bible to a T. All right? So this is the book of Exodus, chapter 4, directly to the point. Matter of fact, I'm going to read two precepts. It makes it clear. Verse 22 and 23. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashi, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. And I say unto thee, let my son go, that he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay even thy firstborn. So look, man, the Lord is making it known that Israel is his firstborn. Okay? So back to Sirach, chapter 17, verse 18. Whom being his firstborn, he nourisheth with discipline, and giving him the light of his love, doth not forsake him. So hold on, you saying that the Lord cut most of Israel off. The Lord is saying that he's not forsaken Israel. So what are you talking about, man? Man, verse 19, man. Therefore, all their works, the Israelites' works, are as the sun before him, and his eyes are continually upon their way. So guess what? Yahweh, YAHAWASHI, is watching you bug out niggas, man. You big boss and bean bug outs, man. The Lord is watching you and marking you, man. Okay? So your time of having that oil, your purpose has been complete, and now the Lord is about to delete. Okay, your purpose has been complete, all four of you bug outs. Okay, and now you're about to go through a stage of preparation to be delete. Okay? And that dude Yaakov too, man. You know, that proud ass dude, man. The Lord gave you those dreams and everything else, and you know, I ain't even gonna speak on it, man. I'm just gonna be quiet. Verse 20. None of their unrighteous deeds. Okay, what you said right here was an unrighteous deed, and you're being marked, man. Okay? The angels are taking account of everything that we're doing, whether it's righteous or unrighteous, and reporting it back to the Heavenly Father and his Son. None of their unrighteous deeds are hid from him, but all their sins, this is a sin, for you to even take the time to crack your ashy, crispy ass fingers to type this shit, okay, to type this bullshit, and then, you know, to furthermore laugh my ass off, and then to proclaim what the Lord is doing, which is completely off. Completely off, man. Another sign that the Lord has taken the oil from you niggas, man. But all their sins are before Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashi. This is a scary sight, man. This is a scary sight. But yet you say, laugh my ass off. The Lord ain't dealing with no bloodline. But let's continue to prove that the Lord is dealing with the bloodline, because matter of fact, before I grab that, Let me grab this, because I know no, you don't know what you're talking about, brother. What about this? The Gentile this, the Gentile that. Obviously, you don't understand nothing about the Gentiles, so I'm just going to ignore you. Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. For I am Yahawah, Bahashim Yahawashai, I change not. Okay, now we already read in the beginning of the lesson, Psalms 94, verse 14. The Lord will not forsake his inheritance, nor will he cast them away. Okay, roughly paraphrasing. We already read that. And again, Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. For I am Yahawah, Bahashim Yahawashai, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So the whole nation of Israel will not be consumed, will not be put to death. The Lord left a remnant, a predestinated, pre-selected remnant that was ordained before the creation and foundation of the earth, that he will preserve in this last captivity to be risen up, to preach and teach the correct 144% truth of this gospel. All right? Okay? So we're going to continue to make this comment, the first portion that we're reading on, to make you look stupid, because honestly, man, this is light work. And Thawada, for you posting it, for me to sharpen my sword, I really appreciate it. You bug out. It's a lucky. Let me have some class. Let me take that back. But Thawada though, it's the book of Psalms, chapter 78, and I'm gonna read verse 5. I might read verse 5 and 6. We'll see how the spirit go, but I'm gonna start off with verse 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel. So where are the other nations included in this? How come it doesn't say, maybe in the future, in the last captivity, I'll raise up some heathen to be partakers of this promise? Where does it bluntly say that? Well, it says, the Gentiles and, the book of Paul was sent to the Gentiles and Paul this and this and that. You niggas are literally going back to that 501c3 slave plantation vomit, man. That's all you're spewing out right now, man. And again, it's also a sign to the true worshipers, man, to stay humble, to stay sincere, to not have any portion or any percentage of pride on our spirits, to really fear the Lord and be thankful to not be in this position, man. Okay? It's a scary sight, man. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at this. I look at this as a scary sight and another example for me to examine myself and to really humble down and really, take heed and ask the Lord to search my reins and make sure I have no pinch, no anything in me that's going to lead me to this position, man. Okay? Psalm 78 verse 5, for he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers. Okay? A possession, that they should make them known to their children. Where are the heathen involved in this or not? It's talking about Israel. The Lord made it clear that the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born, which should arise, and declare them to their children, that they might set their hope in the Most High and not forget the works of the Most High, but keep his commandments, and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart of right, and whose spirit was not steadfast with the Most High. And what are we doing right now? What are we doing right now? We're proclaiming these deeds, these acts that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahawashi has performed for our nation. We're declaring our history, our heritage. Okay? The good news, the gospel, man. That Yahweh Shah HaMashiach told us to declare to our people who are in mourning, who are going through hardship, who are living in a fucking nightmare, living in hell. And these other heathens are living comfortable. A life full of abundance, man. Everything that they desire, man. But yet they have a comfortable life in this captivity and this hellhole that we live, but yet you niggas is saying they can come into our rulership, our kingdom, and partake. Man, may the Lord destroy you fucking niggas, man. Weak ass niggas, man. This is way beyond Stockholm syndrome, man. Way beyond Stockholm syndrome, man. You niggas just can't let go of the fucking heathen. They even don't give a shit about you niggas, man. They laugh at our nation, man. They laugh at our men and our women, man. They literally look at our men as weak. They look at our women as fucking sluts and whores, man. And everything else, man. And you niggas want to make a fucking channel about the heathen can be saved. All these lessons about the heathen this, the heathen that. Fuck you and the heathen. You're a heathen, man. And may the Lord destroy you niggas, man. Tired of you fucking niggas. And there's always you crispy ass niggas that want to come up with this bullshit, man. Can't stand you fucking Israelites, man. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. Because we gonna continue to speak. The Lord ain't fucking with no fucking heathens, man. The book of Isaiah, chapter 40. I'm going to read verse 15, then I'm going to jump down to verse 17. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. The Lord is saying he don't give a shit about the heathen. Yes, the Lord does use the heathen to chastise us, to punish us, to afflict us. But other than that, the Lord is not having no favor and making no covenants, no promises, and giving the heathens no salvation in this time. Nor will he ever. All that comfort, our tears being wiped away and having this and having that is only for Israel, man. Verse 17, all nations before him are as nothing. Do you hear that? All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. They are counted to him less than nothing. How in the hell are you going to be counted to him less than nothing? The Lord is literally saying he don't give a shit about the heathens. They're nothing to him. Less than nothing. And vanity, man. How can you get that mixed up? And Edris quoted this too. Matter of fact, let's go grab that in Edris. Edris quoted this too. And the way Edris quoted it was hard. Niggas, man. You fucking niggas, man. You slave plantation Christians, man. That's all the front of YAHAWASHI's. But you're not friends of YAHAWASHI. You're friends of the devil, man. You're friends of Satan. That's what you should change your name to. Okay? Because YAHAWASHI was not about this, man. It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, starting off at verse 54. After these Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. And the people also whom thou hast chosen. Okay? So everybody comes from Adam, and especially the Israelites too, whom the Lord has chosen to be his firstborn, his inheritance, his beloved. Verse 55, all this have I spoken before thee, O Yahweh, Bahashim YAHAWASHI, because thou madest the world for our sakes. I'm going to hold that. 2nd Esdras 7, verse 10. And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion, because for their sakes I made the world. Do you hear that? And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he, Yahweh, Bahashim YAHAWASHI, unto me, even so also is Israel's portion, because for their sakes I made the world. Niggas. Back to 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 55, again from the top. All this have I spoken before thee, O Yahweh, Bahashim YAHAWASHI, because thou madest the world for our sakes, as for the other people, which also come of Adam. Okay, all the other 17 nations. Thou hast said that they are nothing. Going back to Isaiah chapter 40. verse 15 and 17, when I read to you. As for the other people, they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has liking them, and has liking the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So if you have a bucket of water and one drop falls out, you're not going to worry about that one drop, which is the other 17 nations. You're going to worry about that whole bucket that you got, because that whole bucket is the nation of Israel. That little drop that dropped out, that's the other 17 nations. You don't care about that shit. Okay, let it dry up on the ground. All right. This is easy, man. Easy peasy, man. Okay, so let's just keep it moving. Let's go to the next precept. That's clear cut, straight to the point, man. That lines up with Isaiah 40. So let's go to the book of Sirach chapter 44. Sirach chapter 40. No, 45. That's what I want. Sirach chapter 45. I'm going to start off at verse 17. He gave unto him his commandments and authority in the statutes of judgment, that he should teach Jacob. Okay, not the heathen, not Esau, not Amalek. Okay, not the red monkeys. Okay, not the nasty, dirty, filthy Hamites. Okay, not the sand niggas as they call them, the Ishmaelites. No, again. Sirach 45 verse 17, he gave unto him his commandments and authority in the statutes of judgments, that he should teach Jacob the testimonies and inform Israel in his laws. Strangers conspired together against him and mingled him in the wilderness, even the men that were of Dathan and Abron's side, and the congregation of Kor, with fury and wrath. This the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashai, displeased him, and in his wrathful indignation were they consumed. He did wonders upon them to consume them with the fury flame. So, as we read, Salakia, in verse 18, strangers conspired together against them. So what is this talking about? What is this referring to? Let's let the Bible talk. So let's go to the book of Numbers, because again, we study, we know what the hell we talking about. So Israel can be fed. So Israel can have the complete understanding and not have a bogus name and be against the gospel, to be against YAHAWASHI when YAHAWASHI was for his people. So let's go to the book of Numbers, chapter 16, to see what this is referring to, because as we just read it's like in Sirach 45, verse 18, strangers conspired together against him. So who was that? Who was that referring to, and what was that talking about? Let's let the Bible speak. So this is Numbers 16. I'm going to start off at verse 1. Now Korah, the son of Izar, if I'm saying these names wrong, Salakia. Now Korah, the son of Izar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi. Okay, the son of Levi, and Dathan and Abram, the sons of Eleb, and On, the son of Peleth, the sons of Reuben, took men, and they rose up before Moses. Okay, so strangers conspired together against him and mingled themselves in the wilderness, even the men that were with Dathan. So it's talking about Israelites. So what I just read to you in Sirach chapter 45, verse 17 to 19, specifically verse 18, when it says strangers conspired against them, it's talking about Israelites. So in certain passages, if you can read the context and really tell what's going on and looking up the words and everything else, when it's referring to strangers, this also can be talking about Israelites. Okay? And that's the Lord supping with you to reveal these things to you. And I believe the beloved elder apostle of Ramlah went into this too. I believe he did. Matter of fact, I think the Spirit jumped on me to grab this from him when he read it. The Wadi YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI BaHashim Rakakradash. Okay, verse 2 again. And they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is clear as day, man. The passage that we read in Sirach 45, verse 18, strangers conspired together against him, against Moses, man. Those strangers that's being spoken about were the children of Israel, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You cannot make this stuff up, man. This is a clear example to show you that the oil is gone from Jake. Okay? It's gone. Jake is working with Crisco chicken grease, man. Okay? Jake is literally working with catfish grease, man. Verse 2 again. Number 16, verse 2. And they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel, 240 princes of the assembly. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's talking about Israel. It's talking about Israel, the children of Israel. Man, let's just continue to read on, man. Because you're done, man. You're done. Famous in the congregation, men of renown, and they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said unto them, ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy. So who's the holy people? The Israelites, man. Oh my goodness gracious, man. Jake, man. I'm not gonna say what your screen name is for your channel. I'm just gonna say friend of Satan. If you see this video, man, you really, because the Lord not dealing with y'all, man. You really need to repent, man, and ask the Lord to purge out them demons off of y'all, man, and fast, man, because you don't have it, man. Seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and Yahweh, BaHashim YAHAWASHI, is among them. Wherefore then lift ye up yourselves above the congregation of Yahweh, BaHashim YAHAWASHI. It's clear cut, straight to the point, man. Sirach 45 verse 18 is referring, when it says stranger conspired them together against Moses and Aaron, it's talking about Israelites, man. Clear cut and straight to the point, man. Okay, now let's deal with this comment about Romans. You know, I got a few precepts to go into, but we gonna deal, man. You know, I know this is a lengthy video. I know Israel has a very a short attention span, but it's beneficial to have this information, man, to know how to go against this matter. So the second part is you don't know, so like you don't even know what you're reading in Romans 9. He goes on to tell you in Romans 9, 6, a verse, which he wrote this shit wrong. Romans 9, 6, a verse 7 and 8 in it. It don't matter if you're an Israelite or the seed of Abraham. The Lord has always shifted people from people. Okay, well, prove what this dude is trying to say is nonsense, is bullshit. But first and foremost, we're going to read Romans chapter 9, verses 1 to 5, which is clear cut, straight to the point. We'll read that, and then we'll go into the other part. So Romans 9 verses 1 to 5 is clear. I don't got to break it down. I don't have to speak on it. It's clear and straight to the point. Romans 9 chapter 1. It's like Romans chapter 9 verse 1. I say the truth in Hamashiach, I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Spirit that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart, for I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach, for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. Okay, and this also proves too that the Lord is dealing with a bloodline, a family, who are Israelites, to whom pertain the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of Yahweh BaHashim YAHAWASHI and the promises, whose are the fathers, and of whom also concerning the flesh Hamashiach came. So it's really disrespectful. It's really proudful as hell to call yourself a friend of Yahawashi when it clearly states, because Paul was taught directly from Yahawashi. It's clearly disrespectful for you to sit right here and call yourself a friend of Yahawashi when it says this: who are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Hamashiach came. So you need to change your name, man. Real talk. Because I'm pretty sure Yahawashi is pissed in what y'all doing, man. Who is over all, the Most High forever. It's like the Most High blessed forever. Amen. Okay. So we're gonna go. That's clear. It's like that's clear, cut and straight to the point. Okay. So we're gonna go into. We're gonna go into the next one. I'm gonna read Romans 9, verse 6, and we're gonna explain these thoroughly. We're gonna let the Bible talk. So Romans chapter 9, verse 6. Not as though the word of the Most High have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel. Okay, now before we get the rebuttal, I'm gonna grab something else, because the main thing that I perceive these reprobates is really trying to save Esau. You know, because that's the first thing Jake want to do is save Esau. So let's grab this precept right here to show that Esau can't be saved. Esau was rejected. So this is the book. One second. Okay, Khan. I'm gonna go straight to the point. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 3, starting off at verse 15 and then off at verse 16. And madest an everlasting covenant with him, promising him that thou wouldest never forsake his seed. And unto him thou gavest Isaac, and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau. As for Jacob, okay, which Jacob's name was changed to Israel. As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee, and put by Esau, and so Jacob became a great multitude. Okay, so Jacob became a great multitude. So that just shows you that Esau was rejected. Esau didn't have any alliance, a covenant, an agreement, any promises, anything given to him, but what's going to be given to him in the very near future, which is judgment. Okay, which Esau's going to get a hell of an ass whooping, and again, it's not going to be with a leather belt. Okay, so again, back to Romans chapter 9, verse 6, and we're going to dig in even harder. Romans chapter 9, verse 6, and we're going to, and Salakia, we're going to let Yahawashi speak on this matter. Okay, this is going to give you the verification of verse 6. Okay, as you see right here. You don't even know what you're reading in Romans 9. He goes on to tell you in Romans 9, verse 6. So we're going to let Yahawashi break down Romans 9, verse 6. Because this is the reason why Paul said what he said, nigga. Okay, again, this is the reason why Paul said what he said, nigga. And we're going to go and let Yahawashi, who you have on your channel name, we're gonna let Yahawashi break down Romans 9, verse 6 for you wicked niggas, man. Romans 9, verse 6. Not as though the word of the Most High have taken none effect. Okay, I'm gonna read it slow, because Jake is, it's obviously Jake is very slow from this comment. Romans 9, verse 6. Not as though the word of God have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel. Now we're going to let Yahawashi Hamashiach break it down for you, nigga. Okay? Because if you reject what he say, because this is where Paul got this from. If you reject what Yahawashi Hamashiach says, then you are of, we'll let the scripture speak. We'll let the scripture speak. Because Yahawashi, breaks it down clear. This is where Paul got this from. This is where Paul got Romans chapter 9, verse 6 from. He just broke it down very shortly. Okay, but this is the book of St. John, chapter 8, And I'm going to start off at verse 37. I know that ye are Abraham's seed, but ye seek to kill me, because my word have no place in you. So again, this is beautiful, man. I love this, man. I love doing this work, man. Romans 9, verse 6. Not as though the word of the Most High have taken none effect. I know that ye are the seed of Abraham, that ye are Abraham's seed, but ye seek to kill me, because my word have no place in you. I speak that which I have seen with my father, and ye do that which ye have seen with your father. Verse 39. They answered and said unto him, Abraham is our father. YAHAWASHI saith unto them, if ye were Abraham's children, ye would do the works of Abraham. And we know what type of works Abraham did. Abraham, our father Abraham, Salakia, I'm excited. He had marvelous, a great abundance. And he was a beautiful example of what type of faith we need to have, right now and in these times to come, in these trials, and Salakia, I'm excited. In these trials to come, when we're put in that furnace of adversity. Okay? Verse 40. But now ye seek to kill me, a man that have told you the truth, which I have heard of the Most High. This did not Abraham, which Abraham did. Abraham took heed to the words of YAHAWASHI. Verse 41. Ye do the deeds of your father. Then said they to him, we be not born of fornication. We have one Father, even the Most High. YAHAWASHI said unto them, if the Most High were your Father, ye would love me, for I proceeded forth and came from Yahweh. Neither came I of myself, but he that sent me. Why do ye not understand my speech? Even because ye cannot hear my word. So again, Romans 9, verse 6. Not as though the word of the Most High have taken none effect. For they are not all Israel which are of Israel. And here's the point. Verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. So where do you think Paul got it from? Where do you think Paul got it from, man? You niggas are simple, man. Ye are of your father, the devil. So guess what? You should change the friend of the devil, man. That should be your new page, friend of the devil, man. Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. You're doing the enemy's work. You're doing Esau's work. And don't even know it. It's a scary sight, man. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. You don't abode in the truth, man. Because there is no truth in him. There was no truth in you or in those Israelites that he was saying that. I'm going to just read it again. Instead of me speaking under, I'm just going to read it. For they that are not, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel. So again, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in them. There were no truth in those Israelites that you're talking about in Romans 9, verse 6. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it, Salakia. And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not. So it's clear. It's clear, cut, straight to the point. So let's jump back to Romans. And let's read verse 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they, Salakia, Romans 9 verse 7, I'm excited, forgive me. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all, Salakia, are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. So what does that mean? Because Abraham had what? 8 kids, if I'm not mistaken. Abraham had 8 kids. So what does that mean? Let's let the Bible talk. let's let the Bible talk. Salakia. Let's let the Bible talk. Because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to speak the words of YAHAWASHI, Yahawashi, correct? Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 11, I believe. Matter of fact, let me make sure I'm quoting that correctly. I don't want to... So I got my sword right here, so let me make sure I'm quoting that correctly. I believe that's 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 11, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure. Yep, 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 11. Okay, but we just read Romans chapter 9, verse 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. So we're on verse 7 right now. We're going to, break down verse 7. Romans 9, verse 7. So we're going to jump to Sirach chapter 44. And I'm going to read... I'm going to start off at verse... Let me start off at verse 19, just to get the context. Abraham was a great father of many people, which I just spoke about, I believe. I may be wrong, I may not. I believe he had 8 kids, okay? Abraham was a great father of many people. In glory was there none like unto him, who kept the law of the Most High and was in covenant with him. He established the covenant in his flesh, and when he was proved, he was found faithful. Now here's what verse 7, Romans chapter 9, verse 7 is referring to. Therefore, he assured him by an oath. Okay, so Yahweh, YAHAWASHI, Yahawashi, assured him by an oath that he would bless the nations in his seed, that he would multiply him as the dust of the earth, and exalt his seed as the stars, and cause them to inherit from sea to sea, and from the river unto the utmost part of the land. Here's the point. With Isaac, as we read in Romans 9, verse 7, with Isaac, okay, he established likewise for Abraham his father's sake the blessing of all men and the covenant. Okay, now here's where it stamps the point. And made it rest upon the head of Jacob. And made it rest upon the head of Jacob. He acknowledged him in his blessing, and gave him an heritage, and divided his portions among the 12 tribes. Did he part them? The 12 tribes of Israel, man. So what are you talking about, brother? What are you talking about? Okay? What are you talking about? So that covenant was made with Israel. Matter of fact, let's go to the Torah to get more clarification on this matter. The 12 tribes to verify how we did it. So we got to go to the book of Exodus in the beginning, right? That's where we got to go, correct? To get that account, we got to go there to see what the Lord was talking about. How did the Lord do it? So let's get that account right now. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 24. And I'm going to start off at verse 3. And I'm going to read straight through because it's clear and straight to the point. I don't have to break it down. I don't have to go into it. I don't have to, clarify it. It's straight to the point. Exodus 24, starting off at verse 3. And Moses came and told the people all the words of the Lord Yahweh and all the judgments, and all the people answered with one voice and said, all the words which Yahweh, YAHAWASHI, Yahawashi have said, we will do. So like it will we do. And Moses wrote all the words of the Lord Yahweh, and rose up early in the morning and builded an altar under the hill, and 12 pillars, listen, and 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel. Because it said right here, again, in Sirach 44 at the end, verse 23 at the end, and divided his portions among the 12 tribes. Now, it didn't say Israel, but it's clarifying what it's talking about right here. And when I'm reading Exodus, and his portions among the 12 tribes, did he part them? Okay, so again, and 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel. And he set young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashai. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people. And they said, all that Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashai, have said, will we do, and be obedient. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it onto the people and said, behold, the blood of the covenant, which the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashai, have made with you concerning all these words. So that's how the Lord did it. That's how the Lord broke down those portions when it's referring to Sirach 44, verses 19 on down to 23. That's how the Lord did it for verse 8. Okay? For Romans 9, verse 8. That's what it's referring to, nigga. All right? And also, too, I'm going to jump back to Sirach chapter 44, and it says right here in verse 21, Sirach 44, verse 21, therefore he assured him by an oath that he would bless the nations in his seed, and that he would multiply him as the dust of the earth, and exalt his seed as the stars, and cause them to inherit from sea to sea, and from the river onto the utmost part of the land. So what is that referring to? Let's let the Bible talk, and let's go to what? Hosea chapter 1, verse 10. And it says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, but that's all we need right there. And yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. Okay, so every tribe in the 12 tribes of Israel is a nation. Okay, you have Ephraimites, Zebulon, Issachar that have a lot of kids, man. Ephraim has a lot of kids. You know, the so-called Latin Hispanic tribes have a lot of kids. Just those three right alone. Ephraim, Zebulon, Issachar, which have a lot of kids, man. Those are great nations. Just alone, man. Okay, just alone, those three tribes out of Israel alone could surpass the heathen nations, man. Okay, that's how how much Israel have sex and have kids, man. But that's another scripture I want to grab real quick, Salakia. Give me 1 second. I can't remember which book, chapter, verse it is, but I'm gonna grab it real quick and go into the blue letter. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me find it real quick. Bear with me, please. Okay. Oh, man. Trying to figure out how it's worded right, man. Let's see if I can find it. Can't remember how it's worded, man, but it's a good precept, man. God, man. Yeah, this might be it right here, Salakia. This might be it right here. It's the book of Exodus, Salakia. This might be what I'm looking for right here. Bear with me. It's a very good precept. Okay. Yep, this is it right here. Thawadi Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakak Kwadash. Thawadi Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 32, verse This is also referring back to Sirach chapter 44, verse 21. This is another precept that goes with Salakia. It's another precept that goes. It goes. Goes with Romans chapter 9, verse 7, I want to say. Yeah, that's what we're on. Romans chapter 9, verse 7. This is also another one that goes with that, you know. And this is that was the children of the flesh. And we'll get to verse 8 right after this. Salakia. Just got to make sure I'm grabbing everything, Israel. Make sure I'm grabbing everything. So this is Exodus chapter 32, verse 13. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, thy servants, to whom thou sworest by thine own self, and saidest unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven. Okay, so it said, referring back to Sirach 44, verse 21. I'm going to get directly to the point. It says, multiply him as the dust of the earth, which we read in Hosea chapter 1, verse 10, and exalt his seed as the stars, which we're reading now. Okay? And it says, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken of will I give unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever. So Israel can't be counted, man, nor numbered. Okay? Boom. And that's clear cut, straight into the point. Okay, so let's go to the book of let's go back to Romans chapter 9, verse 8. Romans chapter 9, verse 8. That this is they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of the Most High, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed. So what is that talking about? What is that referring to? So I'm gonna get two precepts because it's and I can't believe you shouldn't even put verse 8 on there, man. You dummy, you niggas, man, you nigga. Again, it's always you crispy niggas, man, that think you know so much. I got a lot of melanin, brother, so I know a lot. The Lord dealing with me. Again, Romans 9, verse 8. This is they which are the children of the flesh. So who is the children of the flesh, first and foremost? Let's go to the book of Genesis 21. Let's just, this is clear cut, straight to the point. We ain't gonna waste no time. Who is the children of the flesh? Who is this referring to? What is this being spoken of? Okay, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of the Most High. But the children of the promise are counted for the seed. Okay. So we know that the children of the flesh, one thing that Paul is referring to, this is one thing that Paul is referring to on this matter. I'm going to start off at verse 9. This is Genesis 21, verse 9. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar, the Egyptian, which she had borne unto Abraham, mocking. Okay, so this is talking about Ishmael's little punk ass. Wherefore she said unto Abraham, cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, even with Isaac. And the thing was very grievous in Abraham's sight because of his son. And the Most High said unto Abraham, let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad, and because of thy bondwoman, and all that Sarah have said unto thee, hearken unto her voice. For in Isaac, listen, this is talking about that seed now, for in Isaac shall thy seed be called. Let's grab another one from Paul, man. Since you want to use Paul, we're going to use Paul. We're going to use Paul, homeboy. Let's go to the book of Galatians, I believe. We're going to use Paul, man. You want to use Paul? We're going to use Paul. And Paul going to cut you. Because you don't know what the hell Paul talking about, Salakia. So, you don't know what the hell Paul's speaking of. Okay? So this is the book of Galatians, chapter 4. And we're going to start off at verse 28. Now we, brethren, as Isaac was, are the chosen of promise. And so again, this is easy, man. Romans 9, verse 8, down to the last sentence. But the children of the promise are counted for the seed. Now we already established what seed it was speaking of. And we already established a portion of what flesh Paul was referring to. So some of what Paul was referring to. Salakia, let me say that. Some of what Paul was referring to. Okay? So Galatians 4, verse 28 from the top again. Now we, brethren, as Isaac was, are the children of promise. And we established thoroughly through this lesson who the promise was given to. Okay, who the Lord was supping with, what bloodline, what family the Lord was dealing with. Verse 29. But as then, he that was born after the flesh, okay, referring back to Romans 9, verse 8 again, persecuted him that was born after the spirit, even so it is now so. Because Ishmael was causing affliction to Isaac, man. Ishmael was being a fucking demon, man. Which, Ishmael is a wild man, as the scripture says. He shall be a wild man. Okay, verse 30. Nevertheless, what saith the scripture, which we read? Genesis 21, verses 9 to 14. Well, I read verses 9 to 12. Yeah, I read verses 9 to 12. But you can go read verses 13 and 14 if you want. But all we need is verses 9 to 12 for the matter. Okay, Galatians 4, verse 30. Nevertheless, what saith the scripture? Cast out the bondwoman and her son, for the son of the bondwoman shall not be heir with the son of the free woman. And this also proves, too, that this nigga right here, this friend of Satan, is also trying to save the Ishmaelites. Not only is he trying to save Esau, he also trying to save Ishmael because, it's been plenty of times that Ishmael would try to come up and say they have the covenant, they have the promise, they have the real understanding. They believe that the Allah, which is a damn rock that they worship, is the Most High, the one and only God. So this is one of the reasons why Paul is making this claim. This is one of the reasons why Paul is stating this, so we can have the ammunition to correct Ishmael's punk ass. Okay. Nevertheless, what saith the scripture? Cast out the bondwoman and her son, for the son of the bondwoman shall not inherit shall not be heir with the son of the freeman. So matter of fact, let's jump back to Genesis 21. What did Abraham do when the Lord told him to take heed to his wife Sarah? Genesis 21, verse 13. I'll go ahead and read it. And also the son of the bondwoman will I make a nation, because he is thy seed. So that the Lord did bless Ishmael and give him, I believe it's 12 princes. And, Ishmael is flourishing today. I believe Ishmael, controls like the oil and shit, if I'm not mistaken, Salakia. Gas and all the other stuff. But Ishmael, Ishmael's living comfortable, man. Verse 14, and Abraham rose up early in the morning and took bread and a bottle of water and gave it unto Hagar, putting it on her shoulder and the child, and sent her away. So he did what the Lord commanded him to do. He sent her away. Okay? Period, man. So Galatians 4, verse 31. So then, brethren, we are not children of the bondwoman, but of the free. We are not children of the bondwoman, Hagar. We are children of the free, which is Abraham, Sarah and Abraham, which went to Isaac, and which Isaac went to Jacob, and which Jacob went to his 12 sons, the nation of Israel, man. Which we're the direct line of that, man. Okay, so let's close out with the new covenant, man. Because the point's made. I don't want to rock the Zah, man. I had fun doing this lesson, and I don't want to rock the Zah. Y'all had fun, Lord willing, learning from this edification from YAHAWASHI. So let's get the new covenant in Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 8, verse 7. Starting off at verse 7. For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, he saith, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Where are the other nations included in this? Where is the Edomites? Where is the Ishmaelites? Where are the Hamites? Where are the Moabites? Etc. Where are they included in this, man? Niggas, man. Fucking niggas, man. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. I will put my laws into their mind and will write them in their hearts, and will make and I will be to them a God, and they will be to me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor, which we're still doing right now. We're not in the new covenant. We're teaching all Israelites. We're teaching everybody, and we're professing and proclaiming the judgments, the punishments, the glory, the good news, which is the gospel. We're professing everything, man. We must profess amongst all nations, because Israel is scattered to all nations. All Israelites are not going to look like John Shaft, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, etc., man. We're going to have Israelites that's going to look like every nation, but their bloodline, their family, their seed goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. All right? Continuing on. Verse 11. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, which we're doing now, man. We're teaching you of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, the truth of the scriptures. Okay, which the slave plantation 501c3 churches have been leading you astray, leading you incorrectly, in error, for filthy lucre, man. Telling you comfort words, man. You know, basically advertising and promoting you to be wicked, man. For all shall know me, from the least to the greatest, for I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more. In that he saith, a new covenant he hath made the first old, now that which decayeth and waxeth old is ready to vanish away, man. And that's what we're waiting, man. We're waiting for that new covenant to be established, man. We're waiting for the Lord to judge this place, to come get us, to beam us up in those chariots, to redeem us, to you know, I don't want Ratazah to receive a reward for our righteousness, man. Lord willing, man. You know, I don't want Ratazah. We are of those first fruits, those predestinated, man. So, man, we went in. And, you know, again, man, I don't want Ratazah, man. I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Aki and Akwaf. You know, I had fun. I had a lot of fun doing this lesson, man. A lot of fun. And I hope and pray that y'all enjoyed it. It was edifying, informative, and most of all, uplifting to the true, sincere Aki and Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Call Hulayamlah, Abanawa Yahawah Bahashim, Yahawashai, Bahashim, Rakat Quadash, Wathawada, Yahawah Bahashim, Yahawashai, Bahashim, Rakat Quadash, for putting the spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you, and uplift you through the power and spirit and words of Yahawah Bahashim, Yahawashai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. Adawan Ratazah, and to the next one. So with that, hey, I'm just going to say, Shalom.